first down throw here for Rivers. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. Takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as alpha.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, exit.
Now it's Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now Trubisky to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
You got nothing.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A toss play. Gordon. And some room to work. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Rivers to throw it. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, 79, 1700.
Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. An update from Buffalo. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check 50. Switch. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Right. He's tight on the right. Move. Check. Hey, box drop.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. No problem there on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there by Gordon. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready! Run, 80!
From the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 52. Lock in. Check 52.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's into the clear. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, they had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down. It's Gordon, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw. Completion left side to Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Five. All day, baby. All day. Shoot.
Now Trubisky. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check tight. Check 9. Red, go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert.
First down, a run with Cohen. Eluding the tackle. Now he bowls him over. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, 180! Sweetheart! No. Alert!
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky, he's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
390. 58, come on. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, go on.
First down, Rivers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rivers now. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Final play of the half, Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll start the 3rd quarter with a run by Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the toss, Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
At their own 36-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
18. Watch the shift. Shift. Red, up. Red, up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt. It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.